What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Taylor's Tuesdays. Today we have episode 4. We have 7 new games absolutely lined up here. Some insane ones, some not so insane ones. But before we get into it, guys, don't forget to like the video if you enjoy it. Subscribe, guys. Over 90% of you aren't subscribed. I need you guys to subscribe, otherwise the creature from Clap Clap will clap your cheeks. But anyway, guys, let's get straight into these games on Taylor's Tuesday. Now, guys, we are just going to hit these in sequential order. So we are just going to go from left to right. So from Swallow the Sea all the way over to Perdita. Every time I do one of these videos, guys, I always make sure to let you guys know these are just my opinions. These are just my takes. In regards to our D, E, and do not play tiers, they are usually reserved for games that have game-breaking glitches, lots of spelling errors, stuff like that. Just because a game is hard or I don't understand it, it doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad game. I'm not exactly the best gamer. But anyway, first game we are going to be jumping into today is going to be Swallow the Sea, guys. Now, Swallow the Sea is a 2D feed and grow type game, guys. It's developed by Italia and it was released in 2021. Available for free on Steam. But anyway, in Swallow the Sea, guys, we play as a little cell that can eat smaller cells to grow. There's a lot of bigger cells than us that are wanting to eat us. And there's some, pretty dangerous shit lurking in there as well, guys. The game is so short that it's, a little bit frustrating. It's perhaps too short, but it is fun and enjoyable while you're playing it. The design's great. The sound design's great. The environments are really cool. The mechanics are really linear, so you can go from spot A to spot B. Makes it really easy. Yeah, it was really, really awesome. I liked the creature at the end. The creature at the end is really cute. I wish we got to see more of that little creature, maybe play a game revolving around him, but unfortunately it just kind of shows him and then it cuts straight to the end. We are going to be putting Swallow the Sea in S tier, guys. Now, the reason why it's so high is the game is free. It's got a great soundtrack. The levels are really, really pretty. It's very linear. You can understand it. You can play it in 10 to 15 minutes. There's no cringe voice acting. There's no cringe text boxes that you can't really understand. The ending does leave a little bit to be desired. Swallow the Sea, guys. S tier. It's free. Give it a go. You guys won't regret it. It's kind of got that old... I don't know if you guys ever played Feeding Frenzy. It was kind of like a fish game where you had to eat other fish to get bigger. It's kind of got a Feeding Frenzy kind of feel to it. Really awesome game, guys. Definitely check it out. And so overall, I'm going to give that one an S tier. You agree, Mystery Duck? Let's go. But anyway, guys, we are going to move into Paparents. I don't know how that's pronounced. But basically, it's a psychological horror game developed by Hello Dirty Games, and it was released on itch.io. I believe it's either free or it might cost $1. I'm not too sure. But we basically play as a bedbound child who's having some really creepy shit go on. I don't know if he's like got some mental issues or something like that. But yeah, things start getting really, really creepy. It's got a sense of like dread, uncanny valley. The parents are really creepy. Yeah, it's really dark, paranormal kind of shit. I will say that the art style is really gorgeous in a sense of it's really like kind of watercolor, hand-drawn looking. What do you guys think about Parents? If you watched the video, did you guys like the art style? Let me know in the comments if you guys liked Parents' art style. But I really liked it. I thought it was very creepy. It gave me goosebumps when the parents were like coming out under the door and stuff. Really, really creepy game. But overall, guys, yeah, Parents is going to go into the super insanely creepy visuals. I agree, Alley Cat. I agree. Overall, guys, Parents is going to go into B tier, guys. It is a great game, and there are some solid scares. It's kind of a little bit like, creepy at times, but the story is very hard to understand. There's some possible AI voice acting, which if you know anything about games, you really shouldn't use AI for voice acting and stuff like that. It's better just to have some really cool text boxes than to use AI. AI are fucking cringe. But yeah, make the story a little bit longer maybe, and it would get a higher pick. But for now, guys, Parents is going to be in B tier, guys. We are going to be moving on to our next game, which is going to be Old Friend. Now, Old Friend is a 3D psychological thriller, guys. It's developed by Kira Games. I don't think I've played any of Kira Games' other games, but it is on itch.io. And this one here, we basically get a call from an old friend, and he wants a ride. So we go and pick him up, but things really get a little bit darker from there. We stop by at a store, and things are a little bit weird. We've got a jump scare that comes out of nowhere, which I really liked, and then the guy that's standing in the wall, the cashier is really creepy. I think that Old Friend tells a really cool story very well. It gets creepier and creepier as the story progresses, and we kind of, spoiler warning, find out more about the shapeshifters. Yeah, I think that Old Friend is a really, really creepy game. I liked how you couldn't tell if you were a shapeshifter or if you're a human, or, you know, it's a really creepy concept. Imagine if you came home one day and your mum started talking to you, or you started talking to your mum. You're like, oh, what's up, mum? Like, you know, how was school? And then your mum walks through the door, but your mum's standing right there. Bro, creepy, man. But I like as well that you can kill the creature or try to kill the creature. They give you a gun, and you can shoot at the creature, and it's kind of crazy. He dies, and then, you know, the ending, spoiler alert, gets even crazier. Really, really cool game, guys. I really liked Old Friend. I think Kira Games did a really, really good job, and I would highly recommend that you guys give it a go yourself. And for that reason, guys, I'm actually going to put Old Friend in A tier. You know, I really do think that Old Friend is a solid pick. Let's make these a little bit smaller so that we've got still got room, guys. Chat, should I make an Instagram for the gaming channel? Like a Nate Gaming Instagram, where I post up, like, behind the scenes shit, stuff that I see in Australia, like the wildlife or bugs or food, stuff like that. Moving on, guys, to Forgotten School. Now, guys, Forgotten School is a first-person psychological horror. It was developed by As a Game Studios. Now, we've got a lot of As a Game Studios coming up as well, guys, so be sure to stay tuned for that. We have some awesome As a Game Studios content as well, some other ideas planned. But moving ahead, guys, this one we play as a schoolgirl exploring our school, but it's seemingly abandoned for some reason. Things kind of get a little bit creepy as we get into the school, but things get even creepier when we pull out our camcorder and we can see writing on the wall. And some of the writing isn't very nice, guys. Some of the writing is pretty fucking mean. So I'm pretty sure the game is supposed to be telling some sort of story about bullying, or some sort of story about, I don't know, like self-hate or something like that. It's a very deep story at the center of this game. The problem is the story doesn't really get told in a way that we can understand it. It's very kind of in the air. It's not very linear. There's no real lore given to us. It's all left for our interpretation of how we interpreted it. The game's very interesting. The game is very kind of, I would say, melancholic in a way, but it's very short, very, very short, and maybe the shortest game that I've ever played. I think you could probably finish this one in around 4 to 8 minutes. But yeah, Forgotten School, guys, really, really awesome game. Very short, available on itch.io As a Game Studios. For me today, guys, it is going to go into the C tier purely because the story is a little bit too vague. It's very short, and unless you're using the camcorder at the end, you could pretty much skip the entire scare, right? So you can get to the end and just be like, what the fuck even just happened? I missed the entire video. Like, I missed the entire point because you didn't have your camcorder out. So for that reason, it is going to be a C today. If the story was better, the game was longer, and there were a few more scares, this would be a B tier, A tier kind of game. Walking a fine line between not enough story and just enough, it is. I think it leans more towards the not enough story, though. I wish there was a little bit more story, chat. Hurry up with the list, you don't have all day? Oh my god, bro. I'm Unk, man. Never let me get on a tangent, chat. If I get on a tangent, I'm just going to be yapping all day. But yeah, getting back onto the list, guys, we are going to be moving on to Cosmic Fear. Now, Cosmic Fear is just a demo. The actual game isn't out, so everything that I say here is based on my opinion of the demo. So take it with a grain of salt, guys. But basically, Cosmic Fear is really just a walking simulator, kind of psychological horror kind of game. It was created by Alessandro Guzzo. It's out on Steam. You can play it now for free. Basically, with Cosmic Fear, we're playing as a character looking to unite with our friends. Our friends are basically looking into some sort of artifacts that washed up in a lake or something like that. We get there and our friends are nowhere to be found, and it just gets darker and darker and scarier from there. I really, really, really like the game. It's a great game in terms of the horror aspect, the gore, the pigs were really cute. I like that you have to kind of go from point A to point B. It is linear enough, but at times I wish it was more linear. What I don't like about the game is towards the end of the demo, the story starts to get really confusing. We've got, spoiler alert, guys, big spoiler alert. If you haven't played the Cosmic Fear demo and you haven't watched my video, go check that out before you watch this piece. But basically, we've got a creature in the lake, which I love. I thought it was going to be some Cthulhu Eldritch type shit, but I don't even know what the fuck's going on at this point, because we also have aliens, but then we might also have ghosts, but then we might also have creatures in the woods. So I don't really know what we're investigating at this point. We've got like 17 different things going on. Maybe he's in a fever dream. I don't really know, guys. But Cosmic Fear, it's a really good game, guys. I really fuck with it. And for those reasons, I am going to put Cosmic Fear into B tier. I wish the story was a little bit more concise. I wish it was a little bit more coherent. I wish the puzzles were a little bit more linear so I knew where to go, what to do. But overall, guys, Cosmic Fear, great game. Check it out. The demo is on Steam. We have 2 more games left on the list, guys. Moving on, guys, we have the Broken Lord Don't Watch demo. Now, basically, Broken Lord Don't Watch, guys, is a demo for a supernatural horror. It's developed by Stefani. Basically, it was released in Steam 2025. It's free right now. You can go and play it. We're playing as Shinji, a shut-in Hikokomori, which is basically kind of like a shut-in, stay out of society, neat kind of, I don't really know what other words we could use, but basically they don't really go out and do much. They just stay inside, watch anime, eat food, do whatever, sleep, whatever. We play as a shut-in, and things start to get a little bit dark when parents stop cutting off his money, guys. His parents say, nope, you need to go get a life, basically. We're going to cut off your funds. And things go downhill from there. Really, really creepy. A little dark? Yeah, things get very dark. Eyes on the walls, tentacles coming out. Things get very crazy. A fever dream. Very beautiful, very crazy sound design. The colors are vibrant. I really, really like this one. It's free on Steam, guys. The story is there. I want to know more about Shinji. I want to know if he can kind of redeem himself as a person and become a functioning member of society. Is he going to apologize to his mum for being rude? I don't really know, guys, but don't watch, guys. I really, really enjoyed it. And so for those reasons, guys, don't watch is going to go into our A tier, guys. Let's get it. Until eyeballs start fucking growing out of your wall. Hey, y'all gonna be fucking paranoid and shit, bro. Looking around at fucking eyeballs, bro. Oh my god. Anyway, guys, let's move on to our final game. Perdita, another game by As a Studio, guys. It's a kind of paranormal thriller kind of game. Very, very creepy. We're basically investigating the legend of a witch in our town. It's a local legend from the 1800s. And things quickly start to get really creepy, and it's apparent it's not just a legend. This is very real. It's really hard for me with this one here, guys, with Perdita, because as you know, I love As a Game Studios, and I love As a Game Studios' games, but Perdita is very, very, very fucking confusing. Man, some of these puzzles just make no sense, and I'm going to be honest about it. Some of these puzzles just don't make sense, and I'm not going to go on a rant, guys, because it is a very pretty game. The sound design's cool. I like how you can pick up pretty much anything and look at it, see what it is. But some of the items you can pick up are just so irrelevant. Like, why am I picking up old mate's fucking tweezers and seeing if there's any nose hairs on it? Like, it doesn't matter. Like, the story should be more linear. The puzzles should be more linear. Why does the fishing room with the lures have anything to do with the stairs being blocked? What the fuck does that have to do with each other? They don't make sense. If you can get around the puzzle, though, guys, there is some really interesting stories here to be told. The graphics are beautiful for an older game. And let's not forget, this is one of As a Game Studios' first games. It's a very, very old game. It came out a few years ago, so we do have to give them some credit. Since then, I'm sure they have really refined their craft, and the games are a lot more concise, a lot more linear, a lot less confusing. They've had a lot of feedback, I'm sure. So I'm sure that As is a lot better now. But yeah, this one here was very, very confusing, guys. There were a lot of good scares, though. A lot of stuff flying around. Like, at one point, someone threw a fucking basket at me, and I fucking moved in real life. Like, the basket was actually flying and, like, at me, bro. It was creepy. But for the most part, guys, like, it was kind of confusing. And I was originally going to be putting Perdita at B tier, guys, because I really, really liked kind of the story, and I did like a lot of the aspects. But seeing the chat's reaction so far, guys, I'm going to have to put it down to C. The chat really wasn't feeling this one, guys. And I'm sorry, As a Game, I can't put it into B tier this time, with the feedback from the chat and the kind of the puzzle being really difficult. I do have to put it into the C tier today. If it was a little bit more linear and the ending was a little bit better, I really, really, really could have put it higher. You have got better games, I'm sure, and we're going to be getting into them, so no hate to you, as a much love if you're watching this. We got to get into your gas. But guys, that's our 7 new games on the tier list. You can see them there. Let me make my face a little bit fucking smaller. Oh, shit, that's the wrong box. There we go, guys. You can see there all of our games that we've played to this date. Indie horrors. Oh, there's so many, guys. From S tiers to the E tiers. Crazy, guys. Insane. Let's do a quick walkthrough of everything that we've got, and I'll do a brief synopsis of each game before we move on to Ratman, guys. Now, what we've got here. The Stalk 2, basically, we are playing as a character going on a hike, and things just get even crazier from there. We need rent for our landlord, who's getting more increasingly angry. Check this one out, guys. Couldn't recommend it enough. Third pig is a spin on the tale of 3 pigs from back in the day. Really, really interesting. Really creepy. The narration is spot on. Definitely recommend it. Can't recommend it enough, guys. Once Upon a Mind. Basically, we're playing as a character who's just moved to a new town, and she meets someone who quickly makes her life a living nightmare. Without giving much away, guys, check it out if you like stalking kind of stories, or, you know, the show You on Netflix. It's really, really crazy. Swallow the Sea, guys, we already covered. Moving into A, We Harvest Shadows, a game where a guy moves to a farm to kind of find himself and fulfill a promise to his mother. Things get really, really scary. I love the ending of the demo, and I can't wait for the full game. Boba Tea Shop demo, basically we're playing as a new tea shop owner, and things start to get kind of scary as customers come and do their thing. Really creepy game. I can't wait to play the full game. Indigo Park, guys. A mascot horror, you know, decrepit theme park. Really, really creepy. Coming into Clap Clap, a game where we clap to turn the lights on, clap to turn the lights off. We're a house sitter, and things starts to get really fucking scary, guys. Check that one out. Couldn't recommend it enough. Bushside Rangers, another really, really creepy mascot horror game. Really, really cool. Underrated. It hasn't got as much love as it deserves, so go check it out. Free on Steam. Chillers Art the Convenience Store. My first ever Chillers game. We play as a convenience store worker, and things get creepier and creepier and creepier. Really, really like it. Bloodbark. Bloodbark, guys. itch.io. Amazing game. Basically, we're harvesting trees because the wood from them is worth a lot of money, but it kind of delves into a really creepy kind of story where the trees aren't what they seem to be. Really creepy. Can't recommend it enough. Fear the Unknown Dave story. Basically, we're a house cleaner, I believe, going out to clean a house or sit a house, and shit gets really dodgy. Basically, aliens. Not gonna spoil anymore. Old Friend, guys. Really, really creepy. We already covered that. And Don't Watch, we covered. Cursed Apartment. Basically, you start on floor 8 and you want to get to floor 1. But on every floor, there are some creepy anomalies, and you have to decide if there are or are not anomalies. Really creepy game, guys. Peekaboo. Peekaboo basically is a game where you are trapped in a decrepit old mansion. You're trapped with a doll that has saws for hands. There's creepy little monkeys that bing, 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 bing on their thimbles. Really creepy fucking, whatever they're called. What's that shit called? The symbols maybe. Really creepy. Then we have Dagon, guys, a storytelling story based on Lovecraft. Really, really awesome. Really, really short. It's a kind of walking simulator, narrator kind of game. There's not much actual gameplay, but if you like stories and you want something to maybe listen to while you're doing something else, really cool game. Definitely check it out. Free on Steam. Missing Hiker, guys. Super awesome game. We're basically looking for our sibling who's gone missing. Things kind of take a turn for the worse, and as you can imagine, the ending is a bit crazy. Maybe leaves a little bit to be desired, but a really fun game nonetheless. Check that one out, guys. And then we've got Cassiculus, guys. A splunking cave claustrophobic nightmare where things just get worse and worse and worse when creepy crawlies start coming out of the walls. Highly recommend it. Free on Steam. Check that one out, guys. Mimic Search. Really, really creepy. We're playing as the detective who's going out searching for mimics. Creatures that take over the form of humans and eat them as their prey. Really creepy game, guys. Highly recommend it. Really, really good. Pretend it's not there. This game will have you looking over your shoulders, guys. Basically, a creature is following us, and we have to just pretend it's not there. We can't acknowledge it, or it will kill us, guys. Really creepy. Go check this one out. Moving on to C, we have Scourge. Now, Scourge was kind of a bit of a slow one. We didn't even finish Scourge. Scourge had a lot of puzzles to it that were just really confusing. The art style left a little bit to be desired in terms of the pixel count. It was very pixely, and it was just a little bit different. Not really for me. That said, if you like puzzles, you will enjoy this one. Check it out on Steam. I'm pretty sure it's free. Bluto, for the same reasons. It's a puzzle game. Very heavy on the puzzle game. But the mechanics to the puzzles are kind of mid. They don't really make a lot of sense in terms of why we're doing pictures. Are we a kid? I don't really know. The stories are a little bit confusing. But if you like puzzle games, guys, I'm sure you'll like Ludo. The ghost is really creepy. The atmosphere is really creepy. The sound design is amazing. Check Ludo out and, decide for yourself if it's a good game, guys. Fears to Fathom Home Alone is pretty self-explanatory. Basically, we're a kid who's home alone, based on a true story. Shit gets creepy. We have people looking through the windows like fucking peeping toms type shit. Real creepy. Give it a look, guys. Free on Steam. Yan Paranoia, guys. Didn't finish this one either. The puzzles in this game were so fucking confusing. I'm talking Morse code. I'm talking math. I'm talking fucking like weird blowing balloon physics. Crazy, crazy puzzles in this game. So much so that I just couldn't finish it, but it might be for you. It might be your kind of game. But yeah, for me, guys, wasn't it. But if you like puzzles, again, you're going to love Yan Parasomnia. We need to check out more Chiller games. Chiller has so many games. If this video gets 10 likes, guys, I will check out more Chillers games. In fact, if this video gets 10 likes and you let me know what game in the description, I will play some more Chillers, guys. But moving on, we have Garn 47. This is more like an experience or an ARG than it is a game. There's not really a lot of story, or at least I couldn't find much of a story. Give it a go yourself and let me know. It's free on itch.io, which leads us to our final video game, which is going to be Huntsman, guys. Now, Huntsman is the only game in D tier because it's the only game that I've really experienced kind of game-breaking glitches. Premise is kind of cool, but, you know, it's also ruined by the glitches that I had. Basically, we're in a lab, there's a spider chasing us, and we have to try and kill it before it kills us, really. Cool game, cool premise, but I'll be waiting for the Steam release before I play it again. But anyway, guys, in conclusion, that's going to bring us to the end of our Tier List Tuesday Episode 4. Crazy to think that we're already at 4 episodes of Tier List Tuesday. The last one got crazy views. I really appreciate it, guys. Awesome to see that you guys are watching it, enjoying it, finding games to play. That's the idea. I collate these so that you guys can see what games I think are good, what games I think are bad. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you would change. Let me know, am I dick riding? Am I hating on some of these games? Let me know, guys. And don't forget to drop a like. Don't forget to drop a sub. And I shall catch you guys in the next Tier List Tuesday with 7 to 8 new games. Much love, guys.
It's never fucking easy staying on the right track. Every time you get